Welcome everyone. For our first ever hardcore playthrough, we chose the beautiful Volcano map. This is a mod available on the Steam Workshop. Volcano map has all the engrams, official engrams, up until Genesis Part 2. And almost all the creatures up until Genesis Part 1. There is some we haven't seen yet. This playthrough is inspired by Zany Zebra. Thanks for the content, man, you're brilliant. I died twice in a playthrough that I had to start all over again. A like would acknowledge the amount of time it took to put together a video like this. Hitting the subscribe would be the cherry on top. The only personal challenge I had during this playthrough was I wanted to do 3 of the 4 bosses, since these caves are nuts. Now 100 days on this map isn't enough to do all 4 bosses, so without further ado, here we go! Day 1 we spawned in near the beach. This was during the Halloween event 2021. So we started by harvesting some bushes, hitting some trees, the usual ARK stuff to get a good beginning. Leveled up our character, learned some new engrams, and we had our first tools even though it was stone. Found the location we wanted to build on a beach right between the 2 volcanoes. So I've put some storages down so I don't get encumbered. Also we needed to level up to build in wood. At the end of day 1 things were looking good and we started placing large storages. Also a bed and a mortar and pestle just to make it look more homey. Day 2 and we started making arrows. Also tamed a figure by accident, wanted to kill him but we changed our mind. And in case you were wondering, the taming is on ×5. Started making narcotics. This map is huge and we needed a flyer. Also some bolas. The highest level pteranodon we could find was this level 90 female. So we bowled and tranked her. Tamed her up and called her Terry. Not really a suiting name, but we were happy. After searching for a while we found a max level Parasaur. We bowled him and knocked him out. Couple of minutes later he was tamed and berries should not be a problem anymore. On our way home with a Parasaur we killed some drones, which means we're closer to a pteranodon saddle and closer to being airborne. After killing some low level Ankies we had enough finally for a pteranodon saddle. We equipped the saddle and leveled Terry in stamp. By the end of day 2 we had a forge and a smithy and we were making metal tools. Day 3 we learned stone. We were also unhappy about the amount we were harvesting, so we set the harvesting amounts down from 3 to a ×2. And we were off to the mountains looking for crystal for a spyglass. By the way, this RG nest doesn't give fertilized RGX. You can activate it though in the settings. Like ravens, these rock drake nests are only active if rock drakes are in the area. Wow, that's a level 175 rock drake egg. We will come back for it when we can handle the weight. Let's get our crystal and get out of here. Because this is also a griffin spawn. Brand new spyglass and we're so used to playing official, we even made an extra one. found a 140 Anki and we tranked it. Day 4 took a Parasaur to harvest some metal near where we knocked out the Anki, and the Anki was tamed. Spent the rest of the day harvesting resources for an RG trap, and then we went and placed it. Day 5 we spent most of the day looking for a decent level RG. The best we could find was this level 130. So we trapped her and quickly tranked her. Got some mutton and tamed her. Called her Charlene after my youngest daughter. Found a max level Pteranodon, knocked it and tamed it. And we spent the rest of the day looking for resources to build an RG saddle. Day 6. RG saddle was done and we went to pick up at level 175 rock drake egg. Knocked out a level 135 duty and tamed it. The rest of the day we spent harvesting stone. On day 7 we made stone foundations and replaced the wooden foundations. Also expanded the base a bit. Finally found a fitting name for the duty and we renamed it. Then we carried on building. Day 8, most of the day was spent building, but we finally had a garden. We saw a unicorn and we had to plant rock carrots. Tamed a dung beetle. Forgot to name it. All we gotta do now is just keep filling it up with poo and it will make fertilizer. Day 9, we tried killing an Volcano, but it was too time consuming, so we just gave up on it. Harvested some oil and silica poles in the lake behind the base. Back at base we crafted a fabricator. And now that it's placed we are ready for electricity. Day 10, we went harvesting crystal for cryopods, found a 180 rock drake egg and another 175. Day 10, went and made some cryopods at Blue Obelisk, picked up a strange drop with special skins. With our Halloween event running, some drops had veggie cakes in, so we went to what I call Ower's Island. And we went and tamed some ogres. Also found a unicorn male level 55 and we tamed it. Also found a unicorn female level 50, but didn't want to take a chance on taming her, so near Uties and all the nasties. Day 11 we went looking for some griffins, but there were no good levels, so we killed all the low levels. Day 12 we tamed a 130 griffin. Also harvested all the crystal in the area and picked up our first rare drop. Day 13 we went harvesting with the Anki and the RG, and that's about all we did for the whole day. Day 14 I took our RG and we went killing tech diners for electronics and oil. Also decided to kill some scorpions for chitin. The RG was leveling up like crazy. Day 15 we picked up a canteen from a rare drop since we keep forgetting to make one. Then we killed the Volcano in the redwoods close to our base. And then we went penguin hunting with a griffin. He, she, it, whatever it was could really use the levels, and we can use the polymer. Day 16. While waiting for metal to smelt, we decided to go and have some fun at the pits. How it works on single player is we fly out of the aggro range. We'll fly out of view range and despawn. Picked up a 160 lightning egg and finally make the hatchery. Day 17 and the base finally got electricity. I also put some fridges down and the egg incubator, and then we put the eggs in to incubate. Next up was gunpowder for trank darts. The rest of the day we made stone gateways and bear traps. It was time to get some rexes. Day 18 and I hatched one of the 175 rock drake eggs to see if the maturation rates are fine. We were happy with it. Took the RG and the Anki and we went and harvested metal again. On our way home, a Ute just walked up to us and scared the crap out of our RG. Lost control of him. The hatchery was too small for all the creatures, so we moved them out. Damn, she's beautiful. Day 19 and our babies were mature. Went to the volcano behind us to harvest some red crystals for rock drake saddles. Crafted equipped the saddle and twin bred it just because we can. The new baby was born and she was also wow. This was turning out to be a very busy day. Made a long neck rifle with some trank darts. Our next project was rexes. So we set out to find some rexes and kill some volcanos. It was fun just going around killing everything. The Waven got some good levels and I got some good loot. Day 20 we were killing low level rexes. And it seems there were a lot of them. Spotted the Volcano just relaxing in the sun, so we messed up his day for him. Level 15 rexes shouldn't even be allowed to live. So we killed it, took its claw, gonna make an ashtray out of it. We finally found a 140 rex. So we placed our trap, 3 gateways for now with a bear trap. Once he's in the trap, we'll just lock him in with a 4th gateway. We tranked him and late at night he was tamed. On our way home we killed this old Volcano just because, well, he looked like he was kind of an asshole. Day 21 we were making fur. Couple of times in our eyes we were very close to death because of the cold. We put more wood in the forges and we were on our way again. The rest of the day was uneventful. We did though find the forest ice and desert titan, but later research will show there's no artifacts for them on this map. Also found the ascension cave for the overseer, but I doubt we'll get to that. Day 22 we finally found a female 145 rex. Landing to clear the area, we killed another 145 rex. Damn, that's just a lot. With the trap down, we locked her in and tranked her. Day 23, she was tamed and ready to go home. Don't know if she was part of a Halloween event or just ugly. Back at base, after breeding the rexes, we put a wall down for more storage space. And our first baby rex were born. Went to the desert to pick up the drop. Found a nasty alpha grub and ate it. Back at base we placed another wall down. This was turning out to be a very busy day. Day 24 we imprinted the rex and headed to a snow biome. Found a 140 male Megatherium or giant sloth. Knocked it out. and tamed it. Bad name, but we'll rename it later. Day 25. Was in the ice picking up loot drops. Saw this pretty little thing and I just had to tame her. Day 26 was back at harvesting metal. I wasn't sure if we're gonna have time to breed overs, so I took the last veggie cakes we got through the Halloween event and went and tamed a couple more. Found another special skin loot drop, equipped it immediately. Damn, it looks awesome. Morning of day 27 and we were so bored we flew around the server. All we found of interest was an Volcano and we killed it. Collected some cementing paste. And more cementing paste. And even more cementing paste. Another level 90 Volcano and it was dead. And we found a monkey, but it was only a level 100, so we didn't tame it. Killed an Alpha Raptor level 50. Day 28 imprinted the Rexes. Made some scissors. Cut our hair and beard and we looked all snazzy. And when I went out looking for a female Megatherium, but damn, the levels were really bad. Day 28. We took out our frustrations on an Alpha Grub, then went down to breed the Rexes again. Day 29 we went around the server, killing all the female Megatheriums we could find. Now we will have to wait for a decent level to spawn in. Day 30 we made a grill and placed it by the gardens. The rest of the day we spent hunting drops, didn't really get anything of value. Was glad we killed off all the low level female Megatheriums because a nice high level spawned in. I think it's just laziness that we can't step over the rocks, but hey, I don't mind, it makes my work much easier. So we tamed her, didn't bother with naming her. It all of a sudden turned very dark. Either it was very misty like an island, or there were electric storms somewhere similar to scorched earth. So we bred the Megatheriums and called it a day. Day 32, what a lovely day for twins. Day 33, placed pipes and also placed the industrial cooker. Made more narcotics. Found this cave when I was looking for an otter. It's got black pearl, silica pearls, crystal, metal and a crap load of explorer nodes for leveling. While we were here we got some metal as well. Day 34, made some armor, painted it, and I headed out for my first artifact. I didn't expect Alpha Pleuros in here, so I had to take off my snazzy looking armor. This was insane, so many hordes of creatures. So glad we brought along the Megatherium. In the pond at the back of the cave we finally found the artifact. Artifact of a hunter. Getting out wasn't any easier, we had to avoid the sleeping beauty, the Megalosaurus. Day 35 we picked up some rock drake eggs and cleared the rock drakes from the trench. This is the reason why there's no wyverns on Aberration. Also picked up another 160 lightning egg. Harvested more red gems for rock drake saddles. Found a small aberration cave where you can fly into. Also a 145 aberration otter, so we tamed it. Damn, it's cute. Day 36, made some scuba for next cave and we took a rock drake out to level. Went to pick up another artifact with a rock drake. Why fight anything if you can be in stealth mode? And we got artifact of a devious. Day 38, we were raising babies and doing imprints. And we also harvested some metal. Day 39 was mostly spent making cementing paste, harvesting stone with a DD, and making spark powder and then gunpowder. Day 40 landed to check the level of a phyla and a grub came up. Killed the phyla, killed the grub, killed another low level phyla. Back at base I finally built a chemistry bench and I placed it. Day 41 placed an oil well we found in a drop. Found a UT level 140 stuck between a rock and obsidian rocks. Kinda strange. Weak legs. So we knocked him, tamed him and named him Eddie Murphy because he's so loud. An electric storm was raging near one of the volcanoes, so we stopped and admired it for a bit. Day 42 hatched more Rexes. Spent the rest of the day making cementing paste and harvesting more stone for cementing paste. Day 43 and the grind for cementing paste carried on. We needed so much cementing paste for the Megatherium saddles. It was only a journeyman BP, still it was much better than a primitive. We finally took a break and went looking for a decent mech or bazzy, but couldn't find anything. Day 44 we hit for water, found a 145 Megalodon, knocked it and tamed it. Day 45 we made 10 more cryopods and a cryo fridge. Didn't know if it was necessary, but it's there in case we need it. Day 46 felt like a worse day thus far. A red drop with a circle and a really bad loot. Also killed another All-Star grub just to realize they don't give Chibi any XP. Went looking for a Moza, messed up and lost the mech. Found a beached Moza though, but it was only level 25 so we killed it. Day 47 found and tamed the max level event Megalodon. Day 48 tamed a 140 Basillo. Tried taming a snow owl but she didn't want to stay in the trap, so I trapped myself, eventually got her knocked out. Couldn't tame her, I went for prime and when I got back she despawned. How lovely. Day 49 harvested narcoberries with a Megatherium. It got some extra levels. The rest of the day I just kept busy making narcotics and gunpowder. Day 50 and I think this is a halfway mark for our adventure. Did a metal run and as lately became the custom stone for cementing paste. Day 51 and how long has the oil pump been down? It only produced 6 oil which really sucked. Went and harvested more oil in the snow biome. And when we finally got our grinder. Start of day 52, I built more ceilings and pillars to expand the base. Also placed a grinder on the new expansion. Built a pump action shotgun. Wasn't sure where we're gonna use it since we're not getting off our dinos a lot. And grind down our first bunch of useless loot. Day 53, we went off looking for another cave. Found a low level Alpha Rex and killed it. Also a 145 Alpha Raptor. Found the cave and uncried the rock drake. Just past the entrance and we stood there and watched hordes of things spawn in. Direwolf cubs, oh they look so cute. After exploring for a bit I decided to cryo the rock drake and uncryo the megatherium. Yes, this cave was insane. The guy who made this mod really needs to get laid. Did get to kill a rubble golem though. There were so many rubble golems in here. It was already day 54 when we got the artifact of the clever. Finally made it out of a cave and a giga landed next to us. This cave has got, I think, 3 exits or entrances. We came out right on the other side of a mountain, so it took us a long time to get to the rock drake and the wyvern. Day 55 we killed the giga and we had a giga heart trophy. Got the artifact of a skylord in what I can only describe as a ghost cave since there was so much whispering. Day 56, most of the day I spent collecting all the resources to build the industrial forge, and on day 57 we placed the forge. We knocked out and tamed the female 145 Daedon and of course we called her Miss Piggy. Day 58, we tamed a level 135 male Daedon and called it the Don. Day 58 and the worst stuff happened. Arcane update and logging in, the character profile was gone. Luckily the base was still there with our old character, so we got all our stuff back. Using admin commands like give all structure, we got our base back, and give to me, we got all our creatures back. And again we needed to level up. I thought of this as a free mind wipe. I weren't about to quit, and I wasn't about to start over since we already died twice and I had to start over twice. And not at all impressive after we set out to level up again. Day 59, found an old Volcano. Got a lot of nice levels from him. Rest of the day we spent raising a new megatherium, wyvern and a rock drake. Day 60, I cut my hair and beard again and went and leveled to a wyvern a bit. Day 61, while harvesting crystal for our greenhouse, we picked up a Ascendant BP for Megalodon saddles. The resources was hectic though. 874 cementing paste, damn. So back to our current day, day 62, we finally finished the greenhouse and placed the rest of our crops. It was a simple build, but it did look good. Day 63, knocked out and tamed the max level Megalodon male. Uncryoing the meg, one had cryo sickness. Wasn't gonna stick around and wait for the cryo sickness to pass, time was short, so I went and got another artifact. Easy cave. Mastercraft Equus saddle, I'll take that. and we got artifact of a pack. Day 64, Unicorn now had a nice Mastercraft saddle. And then we went and got the artifact of a massive, real easy cave. All I had to do was run in, grab artifact and get out. Later I went and explored the ocean a bit and killed an alpha lead seekers. Day 65, we harvested stone for ceilings and pillars, things we're going to use for our water pen. Then I started with a water pen, also bred the mix. Look at our beautiful girl, damn those teeth. Fun fact, baby sharks really are born with teeth. Day 66, ran into a glitch, had pillars into an underwater rock formation, but I still couldn't place more ceilings. Well, shit happens. We'll look for a different location later, so we bred more mechs. Day 67 was robbing beavers from their cementing paste, red flowers and rare mushrooms, also silica pearls. Then I went to check out the first of the water caves, which is supposedly the easiest one of them all. Boy, was I in for a surprise. Just uncryed the bazzy and already the eels were coming through the wall attacking us. Cave was filled with mosas and alpha mosas, but it was okay, the cave was in shallow waters. Mosas couldn't attack us at all because they were at their highest depth that they could go. So the only thing we had to worry about was the megalodons, alpha megalodons and the eels. But it was no problem for 50k HP Basilosaurus. I was so disappointed when we made it through the water, ended up on the land, but we forgot to bring ammo or land dinos, so we couldn't get the artifact. Day 68, bred the megalodons, then we cryoed the megatherium and headed back to the water cave. We got lucky, no alpha in the cave, and no school of megalodons either. So going through the cave was easy, well, much easier than before. Couple of things in the dry cave, but nothing as insane as previous caves. And we got the artifact of the storm. Let's head home. It has arrived. Our favorite day, day 69. Sorting the vaults. The only ones who got lucky was the mechs. The rest of the day we just chilled, hunting loot drops. Still no luck on any decent loot, but we will keep trying. Day 70, tried to do the next water cave, but frames per second dropped so badly that we could hardly do anything. And there was so much crap in these caves. So I decided to do the cave later. Couldn't shoot the alpha megalodons, so we had to kill them. Wow, that last one was a 180 alpha megalodon. I knew I couldn't relax, so I went and did another land cave. There was nothing inside, so getting artifact of the brute was very easy. Day 71 was mostly spent harvesting a hide for saddles. Later we went and did some loot drop hunting. No luck on the Rex saddles or pump action shotgun. Day 72, bred the mechs again. Later I imprinted the babies. This one wanted to go for a walk, looks more like it's swimming. When it was time for more loot drops, Even if we don't find what we're looking for, at least we can grind down these saddles we pick up. Spend the rest of the day harvesting metal. And day 73 we returned home with almost a full load of metal. Turkey trial has started, but I haven't seen any turkeys yet. Went to do a desert cave. Not much in the cave except for a couple of loot drops and the artifact of the immune. Day 74, took the sharks out to level up. We're really gonna need the levels for these crazy water caves. Day 75 we didn't do much, sorted the mechs following distance and all the extra levels we just put into them. Then we went drop hunting but no luck. Day 76 was bored at base, so it was time for another cave. This was the final desert cave, but as with the previous caves, this one was also empty. Laggy though, and well, almost empty. And then we picked up the artifact of a crack. Painted some skins from the special loot drops, and we looked all snazzy in red and black, and silver. And just carried on making cementing paste on the chemistry bench. Day 77 I found myself in the center volcano cave. Beautiful cave but very buggy. Loot weren't too bad either. I felt my heart skip a beat. Touching the ground means instant death. This was really a close call. We got the artifact of a destroyer, and then it was time to GTFO out of here. I was happy with the progress we were making and the times, so it was time for the next cave. I think this was the final cave on land. And we got artifact of a devourer. Disappointed in the cave, I did some research, so I had to add to the steam launcher dash prevent hibernation, and then I had to do a dino wipe. Day 78, there's finally Megalania on this map, so we might get lucky and we don't have to do all the gamma bosses. The rest of the day we mostly spent harvesting tributes. Day 79 I was still hunting tributes and drops, when this thick mist set in, reminding me of early Ark days. Was running through a jungle and all of a sudden there was a T-Rex coming at me. Ah, the good old days. We moved the tributes into a large storage box because we needed the vault space for height. Day 80. Except for a lot of hunting, we made 2 more mech saddles. Between height and CP, the mech saddles really kept me busy the last couple of days. Then I took the mechs out to level them up a bit more. Only got back home late day 81. But the mechs did get a couple of good levels. If it was good enough, I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. Day 82. Dude was bad, so we went to play a bit in the swamps. I wonder what the people hate the most, the swamps or the redwoods. Day 83. I sorted some of the rexes that I was going to use to do boss fight with. Cryo to Wyvern. I was going to walk the rexes up to Green Obi. Hopefully that will help to get me more levels. And to avoid the cryo sickness of cryoing and uncryoing. In case you were wondering, I leveled them up to 50k HP and they only had primitive saddles on in case we run into a Giga. I also doubted if we had any better saddles for the Rexes yet. Got to the Green Obi late night, also got to kill a death one. Day 84 we decided to have some fun, took the Mastercraft shotguns, and tested it out on a Giga. Sad to say, it was a bad fail. As soon as I thought I just damaged it a bit, it would eat something and it would be back to full HP. Day 85, I'll get another update. Luckily this time our character was safe and also we didn't lose anything else. So I started making another group of Rexes to move to the OB later. Went looking for a Mosa but without any luck. Found a level 22 servo. Day 86 and we finally picked up a BP for a Mastercraft pump action shotgun. Leveled our first group of Rexes at the green OB. Also made gas masks back at base. Day 87 picked up a BP Journeyman Rex saddle. When I wanted to put it in the bookshelf, I saw there was already a MC1. Cool. Then went farming some organic polymer for the shotgun. And we had a pump action shotgun. Rest of the day we were having fun in a wyvern trench. The gas masks was just to protect us from poison wyverns. Cementing paste was a grind and it was getting very repetitive. So day 88 to 89 we spent harvesting the final stone for cementing paste. Hopefully this was done with now. And while the chem bench was making the cementing paste, we were continuously harvesting fiber. Day 90. Time was running out. I was also concerned about the Rexes. They weren't nearly good enough level for bosses, especially the dragon. So we walked the rest of the Rexes with a Uti to the OB and just hoped that we could get more levels in. Ran into an alpha grub. This should give us some levels. Day 91, drowned to Giga. It took so long since I really do have a short attention span. Since it was already so late in the day, we just spent the rest of the day harvesting hide. I wasn't sure if we still needed hide, but why not? Didn't do much on 92, just grinding away at base. And when we fixed the scuba for that insane water cave. Morning of day 93 we entered the cave. I wasn't looking forward to this. Hordes of water creatures in here. And having to stop every couple of meters because the mechs are overweight didn't make it any easier. Day 94 we made it through the water, only to discover that the other side, the land, isn't gonna make it any easier. I wasn't expecting this much creatures on the land, so I didn't bring a weapon along. It was really tiresome clearing this cave. We needed this artifact to do Dragon Boss. But we finally got the artifact. Artifact of a Cunning. Day 95 was spent making Rex saddles and also finishing up with the Megatherium saddles. Then I got the Megatheriums ready to move them to the OB. Day 96 and our adventure was coming close to its end. As I moved to Megatheriums to the OB, I found one of our Rexes that was stuck. Ironic since I can basically walk up mountains, but we can't get over a rock. With it unstuck, we moved on. The rest of the day was spent hunting meat for the Daedon and healing the Rexes up. And this was well into the morning of day 97. The plan was simple, to monkey boss with Rexes, swap him out with the Megatheriums, so the Rexes can get a break, Then after the Megatheriums and the giant spider fight, we swap them back to the Rexes for the dragon. Gave the Rexes a speech before first boss fight. Sure, it went something like blah blah. You'll be better, y'all. Do our best, we will. Nah, whatever, I'm no Yoda. But first we must face a monkey. He was big, he was angry. Kinda like one of those guys you see on a cop show, kind that get neglected as a kid, left alone to only play with itself, literally and figuratively. GG, it was a good fight. With the Rexes over Obi and the giant sloths on, the brute mother was summoned. He was on us in no time. We lost 4 of our brethren, but we were victorious in slaying the giant spider, the giant arachnid that haunts so many people's dreams. With the Rexes back on the OB, fully healed up, it was time for our final challenge. The feared and mythical creature, the dragon. Anything can happen here. Anytime now our game can be over, and this could be it for us. With the smell of brimstone and soot behind us, we headed home with our trophies. But unfortunately, this is where our adventure ends. Lost Island dropped, and we lost all our progress again. It was a good run and I had fun doing this. I still wanted to do the Manticore, but this just gives me reason to go to Scorched Earth. So thanks for watching, please like and subscribe, and as always, have fun.